Finally delivered our package, right into the middle of what seemed like a war between good and evil itself. But goddammit, I was proud of our little group of misfits. Dreamer kept zombies at bay with grin, bombarded them with magic. Tivini blessed us with holy strength and relic. That mad bastard rode that evil son of a bitch like he was the last horse out of Cormier. But we're not done yet. Can we put that monster down for good this time? Find out on today's short quest, Long Rest.
And you hear Artis, who's just managed to throw himself to the side and picking himself to his feet. Do it now! Do it now!
We will at the top of the round.
And he is going to turn around and start dealing with these undead. Oh, which should have ran like hell. Because they returned.
There's one underneath the orc chief.
He saved.
He's the one
yes.
not turned.
He saved.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, he's the only one that saved.
What? I thought they all failed.
No, one saved.
Oh.
Nope, one saved.
Okay.
And that's that one.
Which comes staggering around. Thank you for reminding me of it.
I'm sorry.
Being under that token
Oh,
layer.
fuck. God damn it. I'm dead. I mean, it's not going to kill me, but it's going to hurt me.
It only rolled a 10 to hit.
I gotta be honest. I'm fucking prone. Isn't that fucking advantage?
You're a good man.
Oh, yeah, but I'm a dead man now.
6 points of bludgeoning.
No!
Yeah. -3 right now. So I am rolling some fucking death saves.
Unconscious with a zombie on top of you.
Oh, the worst time to be unconscious.
Alright. Felgrin, what are you doing? You currently have a zombie attacking what appears to be, from your perspective, the head of its undead master, who is currently collapsed face down on the floor.
And I can see that?
You can see that it's attacking something there, though its body is currently sort of concealing what from you. The others are fleeing. Artist trying to deal with them. Dreamer nowhere to be found. And Miri continuing to growl at you.
Well, I think he could probably assume safely that it's not attacking its master. That doesn't make much sense. To Felgrin. So
NPCs.
I think he's gonna look at Miri. And he's angry, but he's more sad than anything. And he's gonna fire up magic missiles at that zombie and just accept what fate may befall him for not dealing with her.
Alrighty. Give us a poof poof poof.
I believe in you. Blap, blap, blap.
9 damage.
Bop, bop, bop. 9
Straight.
is just enough.
I know, I was gonna say, he's the one I tagged with Witch Bolt.
As your 3 magic missiles fly from your hand and then streak towards the back of this zombie. All 3 of them, one after the other, impact the back of the skull, and just the front half of its head explodes forward, shattering you, or splattering you with bits of brain and bone and undead flesh Rian. It was very unpleasant to be in the splash zone.
Yep, if only I was awake to freak out about it.
That will be the end of his turn.
That's the end of my turn.
And now,
Death
we
save?
have, well, remember, we're doing something new now, aren't we?
Oh yeah, that's right. You're rolling the death saves for us. Ooh, that's scary. Oh, that question mark is scary. Whoo!
All right. And Miri, give me a 1d10.
Okay, don't worry, Grin.
Oh, I'm worried.
5.
Thank God.
What's a 5?
Not an attack. It's literally all I care about.
The creature doesn't
instead she
move
does a
or
breath
take
attack.
actions this turn. So, Felgrin, as you are near Miri, her confused, ferocious demeanor suddenly turns to one of fear. And she starts sort of rubbing her face on the stonework to her left and pawing with a massive claw at her ear holes. Just, stop! No! And I'm gonna need a wisdom saving throw from her.
Bless.
Give us
Oh.
a before.
It's gonna have to be Max.
Nah, 1.
Still
Shit.
confused. The poor
11.
thing.
Nah, poor baby.
Dreamer, what are you doing?
I'm going in! As I
Attaboy.
come around the corner, I can see Rian on the ground, right? 'Cause
Yes.
I'm looking over my shoulder, see the downed Lich, see Rian on the ground. I'm going to use Bomb of the Summer Chord on him, giving him a
All
1d6 plus 1. Or 1d6 plus 1 temp HP.
Sure thing. Alright, Rian, you're back up to 3 HP.
It's my bonus action. And with my action, I'm going to use that dagger.
Dreamer, I'm gonna need you to give me a Constitution saving throw as you enter within 5 feet of this gem here.
10.
Jesus.
Take 16 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, shit.
Dreamer's down.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
God. For God's sake.
No!
Alright. That is now going to be Tavini. What are you doing? Things are tense, guys. The danger's not
no
over.
Shit, I guess it's not.
She can't get there in time. She's just going to run towards where she last saw Rian. Sees that he's conscious, and can she see Dreamer from there? Or did she see him as she was running past?
Yeah, as she's coming around the corner, if she was looking down that
Yeah,
way,
you would have an opportunity to see him.
Yeah, she would have seen him. Yeah. Yeah, she'd keep going. She'd try and get as close to Dreamer as possible.
Dashy, dashy.
Yeah, so she's used her action and her movement.
To get that close? Alrighty.
Yep. She's just like, sorry, and she scrambles over past Rian and keeps going, trying to get towards the very face first down Dreamer.
Now, Kralik, I will say, as you were under Skarde here, but, you know, he's now temporarily, as liches go, dead. It's just difficult terrain to crawl out from under him.
Yes. Okay, and that's double movement?
Yep. So whatever direction you're going, here I can make it a little easier. I'll say you can just get out from under him if you're going westward.
Say, that would put me, what? That would probably put me out from under him. So I'd have 5 feet left.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah, so if you can get, like, right there.
he's gonna crawl out and stand right here. He sees Dreamer down, sees Tavini running towards him, and just is gonna make sure the zombie doesn't get him.
Alrighty. And what are you ordering your orc war chief to do?
Clean him up!
Alrighty. And he is going to use a bonus action to... Oh, I should probably make those public. There we go, let me repeat that. Aggressive. With a salute to you with that spectral great axe. He comes charging around the corner towards the zombie here.
Nice.
And is going to make his swings at it. doesn't quite destroy this creature in the first of his blows. But you can see that spectral blade almost, it doesn't even shear through meat. It seems to pass through this zombie, but as it swings out the other side, you're seeing that same violet energy sort of streaking behind like a blood splatter that dissipates into mist. The zombie is going to attempt to strike back at this thing that is now attacking it.
Oh no. He hit
Oh
it for
no. 2 points!
Damn it!
And Artis, other side of the chamber, sort of looking back to check on the progress being made over at the phylactery, sees Dreamer down and immediately starts running over to lend what assistance he can. It's about as far as he can get this turn. Actually, nah, he can get right to you there, Dreamer. Just outside the fringes of that energy field that dropped you. Felgrin, what are you doing?
Felgrin is going to cast Misty Step. I imagine he can see the floor.
Yeah, he could see the
down
floor from
here,
the balcony.
so he can get here. And then he is going to move here, and he reaches down deep, snaps his finger, and a ghostly hand appears above the dagger in Dreamer's hand.
Nice.
Alrighty.
He's going to, if he has to, next turn, manipulate the dagger with Mage Hand and try to do something with it. I know I can't attack, but I can maybe help somebody.
Awesome possum. Rian, you are
Pass it
now
to-
conscious. What's going on here?
That's a very good question. Man. Can't help but think. If I fucking get in that thing, I'm afraid it's just gonna kill me.
It's pretty crowded in there as is.
Yeah.
So I'm not... Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. He is going to... Yeah, fuck it. He's running in here, and he's gonna give the help action to Artis. To whatever he's planning on doing on his next turn. Essentially, he's just helping any way he can.
Alrighty.
Yeah, coughing up blood and fucking staggering.
I am gonna need a 1d10 for Miri.
Okay. What's a 4 get me?
4. What does a 4 get you? 4. Again, all she's doing is now whimpering and shaking in place, seemingly bewildered as to where she might be. Just snuffling cries from that direction, and I'm gonna need a wisdom saving throw for her.
Confusion's one hell of a drug.
Woo!
Yay!
Natural 20. Oh, doggy.
Alrighty.
Oh, thank God. Snap out of it, baby.
Oh my god.
None of you can. We'll address what happens up there, because currently all of you are down here on the ground floor. But you hear distantly, as a father attuned to the emotions of your child, your draconic charge, this bonded creature, that faint link of emotion that the pair of you share. You're no longer sensing confusion and fear and anger. You're sensing relief.
And regret, damn it.
Not yet. That comes later.
Alright, Dreamer, still down.
Yeah.
And you're seeing that necrotic energy field. The bits of his body that are wood are starting to blacken a little. Almost as if being eaten away by time. A little bit of a time-lapse decay thing going on here. This bit of rust forming over the metal components. So that's going to be another made quietly. Okay.
Massive success, I'm sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that shit is fucking
Tavini.
anxiety. It is so much anxiety.
Tavini, it is now your turn.
She doesn't hesitate to rush after the others.
Had a girl. Does she make that noise as she runs in?
I hope.
No. Grasping her holy symbol again, breathes in and tries to breathe life back into her metallic friend, casting Cure Wounds at 2nd level because she doesn't know what
Ooh.
dropped him.
The juice.
We're giving it the juice.
All right.
Put some stank on
A nice, crisp glass of juice.
it. Ooh.
It's so fucking crisp.
Alrighty. Dreamer. You find yourself back conscious, feeling bits of yourself being eaten away by this necrotic energy, seemingly drawing whatever vital essence animates you into itself to fuel that phylactery.
Can I say something?
Oh, yeah.
Stay back. Pull me back.
He's so chivalrous.
Alright. Krellick, that is now your turn.
What's the plan? He has no idea about smashing this thing or anything. But he just knows everyone's going for it. He doesn't know if it's got to be magically done or...
I'm assuming. That's why I don't think Rian knows what's going on either. That's why he's charging in to help Artis, because he, even in the whole thing, he saw the thing get handed to Dreamer go down, so he still has no idea what the hell's going on either. So he's just like, Artis is the guy that knows shit, so
There is
I'm sticking with him.
there is a dagger currently hovering in midair over Dreamer, held in a spectral hand.
Yeah, Felgren's got his hand out stretched. She's like, the dagger!
Okay.
Sorry,
It's nice.
sorry to interrupt, but wasn't it a move action to pull someone?
Yes.
Tavini has 10 feet left of movement.
Oh.
Oh, you
I
pulled
would say you
Dreamer back
can
a bit?
move him. You'd do it as if it were difficult terrain, so it would be 5 feet.
But
Little.
5 feet out of danger, so the last of her movement. If that's okay?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, she just. Good thing she's a blacksmith.
Okay, so
There you go. Little 2-foot dragging a giant ass robot out there. I love it.
Krellick's gonna take a
She's
deep
tough.
breath, charge in, and grab the knife in the mage hand.
All
Yeah,
right.
boy.
He'll flip
I
it
am
up to
gonna
you with a flourish.
A
Hope you go down.
Constitution saving throw.
I believe in you.
Nah, 13.
Dear
Eh? It's
God.
not terrible.
That's a secret roll.
Yep.
Yep. That's a scary, scary secret roll.
Oh, my apologies for that.
Oh, it wasn't supposed to be? Okay, good.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that's just damage.
Oh,
It's really bad damage.
So,
Thank God.
9 points of necrotic damage to you, Krellick. And you're currently standing in front of a pedestal in the heart of this swirling darkness, feeling some of your years being drained away, filtering into that gemstone. But you have dagger in hand. What are you doing with
Krellick's going to attempt to merge the dagger with the crystal.
it? All right.
Forcefully.
So, forcefully merge them.
Yes.
Gingerly touch our tips.
Nice.
Go ahead, give
Gingerly
me
touch our tips.
give me an attack roll.
Here we go, baby. This is all you.
Can't
Come on, Krellick.
imagine. It's hard.
Yeah, as long as the attack.
11.
It's an inanimate object.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay, thank God.
So, as the dagger connects with this multifaceted gem of darkness, it immediately parts under the blade. Not like it is splitting a gemstone, but almost like it is slicing through butter.
Nice.
The weapon, sort of remains fixed in one place in that gem, wedged now. And as it does, you hear this almost spectral scream that splits your skulls. It is enough to start an instant headache to everyone within earshot.
Uh-oh.
And all that necrotic energy starts to boil out of that gem and disperse in every direction. You feel it moving through yourself, almost like someone just punched you in your soul.
Every descriptor makes me sad.
Oh no!
But from our highest perception person, who I think that's you, Tavini?
That's still probably Dreamer.
No,
He's
Dreamer.
alive. He's
Dreamer
alive.
with that massive 16 passive perception.
Yeah.
Punched. Yeah.
Wait,
Punched in the
so we
soul
all
equals
went
depression.
emo?
Dreamer.
Fuck.
Edgelord
Amidst
party.
all this dispersing energy, you almost see a concentration of it heading to your northeast. And then it is gone. And that oppressive feeling of darkness in this chamber, it's not fully dispersed, but the light dies from that stone, and the dagger can be removed easily, and the tomb is quiet.
Felgren's gonna fall to his knees.
Now, when you say northeast, is it like, I guess, that northeast, that northeast, that northeast?
It is more
I'm assuming.
that northeast.
Oh, okay. I was thinking like.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yep. Oh. Immediately, Rian's going running looking for Miri. Like, Miri!
Felgren jabs a thumb over his shoulder. She wasn't in good shape.
As you run over that direction, you see her, sort of at the edge of the hole where the balcony had been torn away, and she hops down, gliding down to you, and without saying a word, just sort of lopes over to you and bowls you over, and immediately starts hugging her dad.
Oh. And I give her a big old hug back. Like, it's okay, honey. Everything's fine now.
I don't know what happened.
Too much happened. But it'll be alright. It'll be
You're
alright now.
hurt.
Artis,
Yes.
when Krellik here put the dagger in the crystal, I saw some dark energy go off in that direction. Should we be worried about that?
He turns to look that direction. I don't rightfully know. This should have been the end of him. I think this is the end of him.
I hope so. She just kind of sits next to Dreamer, just...
I'm still on the ground.
yeah.
You got dragged back, yep.
She sits next to Dreamer, just like...
Rian
Mm-hmm.
and Felgren, because you two are closest. As you are consoling Miri, who's currently just like flopped over on top of you, exhausted, above you, to the edge of the balcony, sort of peering over,
Parallel!
is a very pale, tired-looking face.
Fuck.
No,
As
she's
Perilu
saved.
stands up on her toes to look down at everyone below. What happened?
You're alive!
Oh,
Tavini
Yeah.
calls, looking up, her just like eyes brightening at seeing Perilu alive, even though she was so certain she was not.
that's good news.
Yeah,
Was she not?
God, the meta in me.
last I remember there was so much cold.
Honestly, I don't know. He just kind of rubs his forehead.
You were struck, and that creature killed you, and my bless did not work. I'm so glad to see you alive. But how?
I don't think... She has this very perplexed look on her face, and she kind of takes a few steps out of sight on the balcony there, and very faintly you can hear her shuffling around, but then you hear a yelp, and she kind of comes back to the balcony. Hey, did that thing do something to my amulet, to Yandala?
What do you mean?
And she, very gingerly, looking with like a grimace of pain on her face, sort of unloops the chain around her neck, and holding it at arm's length, holds her pendant to Yandala aloft, the symbol hanging over the floor. And you can see in her fist, in the dark light, almost as if it is very faintly steaming.
Drop that.
It's my
Now.
god, that would be... And you could see her pained expression, almost grinding her teeth. I don't wanna.
Do you want to be responsible for that thing coming back?
What do you mean? Come back?
I think it's found itself a new home.
She looks vaguely horrified at that, and then the pain kind of gets to her, and she releases it, and it pings, ting ting, off the floor atop parts of Skarde's armor and onto the cold stone floor. And she's standing on her toes to look down, and then looks over her shoulder. I need to find a way down.
Krellick?
What?
Yeah, that's exactly.
He's-
Krellick, knife.
Well, he holds the knife up, and can he move over there and do something?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah,
we're at a combat right
Okay, then he's gonna go over.
Felgren just nods.
Break that thing, now.
He's gonna stab at it. He doesn't want to fight this fucking thing again.
Exactly. Doesn't matter. Any inanimate object that doesn't act normal right now gets stabbed with this fucking knife.
Is there something special about that knife, or could it just be any weapon?
That brick looks shady.
Oh,
Stab it.
that blade is something from the south my friend sent, I imagine. It's designed for this sort of thing, fighting the undead. And as he is saying that, Krellick, as your blade bites through the thin metal of this amulet, nothing happens. It's just a knife embedded, almost burying itself through to the floor.
Oh, shite.
What is wrong?
What if... No. I don't know how this magic stuff works. What?
I think Felgren looks at Artis. He's like, well, you're supposed to be the expert, aren't you?
Maybe it was protecting her. I don't know. Someone else take the knife.
Calm down.
Yeah,
Right.
we are definitely in like an
Wait.
or the thing, like everybody's a
Was it?
fucking...
Was it trying to take her? And
Oh.
the amulet stopped it?
Ars comes and sort of crouches over the amulet, in a squat. His elbows sort of resting on his legs. He doesn't touch it, but he kind of peers at it for a bit. And then, with his dagger, kind of scooches it across the floor, as if turning it, kind of getting a better look of it before he sheaths his dagger again and actually reaches and picks it up. He looks over his shoulder to Krellick and tosses it over.
The amulet?
Yeah. Do you catch it?
I suppose. If something's flying at him real quick, I think it's gonna be just nature to try to grab it.
Hits it with his hammer.
Oh, good. I wanted to make sure that it wasn't just me it wasn't reacting to. No, seems that wouldn't react to you either.
Oh, nice of you to think of me first.
Tavini.
Yes,
Is
yes.
Paolo in the room? Like in range?
She ran off north.
She ran off north, presumably stating that she was looking for a way down.
She's fucking gone.
Yep.
We shall see.
Krellick's gonna give the dagger to Artis. He doesn't want it anymore.
So you go to hand the dagger over. He kind of holds up a hand to stop you. I'm leaving Icewind Dale. I'm not a fan of it here, and if you're staying, you're going to need this.
Okay, whatever. Krellick's gonna tuck
Yeah.
it away. Krellick's just bummed out his family shield got broke.
Cool. So you guys have yourselves a Corpse Slayer dagger.
Ooh.
As a big old table, sorry for that. It is a +1 dagger that deals an additional 1d8 against undead.
Interesting. Okay.
And the creature has disadvantage on effects that turn undead until the end of your next turn.
Nice.
So we shiv it and then we turn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Sorry
wish Felgren could put two and two together, but he would not know enough about liches to know that she's a lich now.
Yeah. I mean,
or
that's what I'm
something crazy. Or
yeah,
going on with her.
I was gonna say that's where my head went immediately too. But I was like, oh, it's so metadata. Like that is.
He would not piece that together. Unfortunately,
Tavini's just happy she's alive.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm so happy that all of us are alive, and like I fucking said, we walked out alive. Almost
was real
died.
fucking close, my man.
It was real close, man. I fucking went. Both me and Dreamer went down in this fight. Ah,
Dragon almost killed me.
my dragon did almost kill you.
Seeing that everyone is focusing on this necklace and everyone's kind of gathered up together, Tavini will spend the next few minutes while everyone's talking casting a very long prayer. A prayer of healing, to be exact.
Nice.
Nice.
I've deleted it from my spells because I'm an idiot, but it was one of the
Don't
ones
worry,
I
we'll,
prepared for today.
So, Krellick, as this discussion is ongoing, the spectral orc war chief sort of comes over to you and standing very close. Again, to everyone else who doesn't speak Orcish, the words out of his mouth are very guttural, difficult to really get a bead on anything besides anger and frustration. To you, is there anything else you command of me, my lord?
No, you did good. Probably kept me alive. You can go.
And he raises that battle axe in a salute and
Salutes him back.
gradually dissipates into nothing.
Yeah. I think Rian just collapses back. Like on his back, Miri on his chest, and just like breathes. And that's it. Just
I think Felgrin will approach Rian. He's gonna squat down and kind of look at Miri.
Hey,
Are you all right?
yeah. It was really confusing. Did I hurt you?
It's nothing.
Really?
We
Because
all-
I'm a dragon.
Yes, I know. He kind of taps his neck where there's like a huge claw
Yeah.
mark.
blood's just spurting out.
I'm well aware,
Yep,
but
fine.
it's the blame rests with me. My magic can be unpredictable, so I'm sorry.
Give me your choice, athletics or acrobatics check.
Me?
Yeah.
You're getting tackled.
Yep. You're getting some dragon love.
She rolled a 4, you rolled a 5. Okay.
Nice.
She
He's
goes
too tired.
to.
It would happen anyway.
She's getting larger, but she's not yet large enough to bowl you over. As you know, she kind of headbutts you at chest level, and kind of gives you an affectionate nuzzle.
Just kind of pats her on the head. Yes, yes. Very sweet. He looks visibly uncomfortable.
I'm really glad
Nice.
everyone's okay.
For
Aye.
now, let's hope that continues.
Didn't Paradis say she was coming back down here?
Yes. Where is she?
Well, I technically don't know the way back down. I assumed it was that staircase back that we came in. We fought that pile of moving bones on. But, we should probably look for her, make sure she's alright.
Carefully set Miri down. Straighten himself out and stand up.
Alrighty.
Krellick's gonna take his broken family shield and put it on the pedestal. Say a
Oh.
prayer and leave it there. He's gonna start using the other shield he had from the dwarf body.
Leaving your mark, eh?
Hey, it's broke. It's not gonna do us any good.
It's not the only thing that's broken. He just kind of smiles.
She pauses and then looks back at Krellick.
Do you want me to repair it?
I suppose if you can. But
I didn't think I could do
I mean, he figured it was pretty broke, so
that. Say, I think she's got mend.
has it been 10 minutes?
It has been 10 minutes if you want to roll that healing.
Please. Oh, yeah.
She releases the spell, and everyone, except for Mary, gets 13 points of healing. So even Arden.
Because
Oh,
fuck
supposed to be
Mary.
at full.
She's actually just out of range at that length.
Oh, man, that's like half health. Holy shit. Oh,
How you guys feeling after that one?
I am like, I don't know, I haven't been this emotionally drained in a very long time. Like, real life chaos has given me less stress than that did. But it was fantastic.
He says,
Oh,
well, Miss Owlbright, turns out you are infinitely useful.
She smiles back over her shoulder. She very fondly remembers the first time he asked what her use was.
He'll give a smile back.
you are wonderful, Tavini. Thank you so much.
She will look the shield over and assess the damage.
Get our boy's shield back.
Looking at it, it's not unusable. It does sort of form an L shape now. Or like a Tetris block, one of those 4 pieces with a 5th, hanging one. Sort of more of a wedge shape at the bottom now.
Oh, that's cool. So, as he was pushing it in, it, bent and, one side just caved in, kind of, to make room for him to get in. That's cool.
Yep. Tavini just nods slowly.
Yes, I believe I can fix this. It will require. It will take heating and reshaping, but it can be mended. Yes.
Krellick seems to smile at that and
Nice.
takes it, puts it back on his back, and just gives her kind of a nod. Very appreciative. I suppose we'll be taking it with us.
Yes.
She nods very firmly.
Now, what do you guys say we get out of here?
Please.
Well, what is that? And he points to his right, to that passage.
Yeah.
Krellick was about to start swinging.
Nice. He's like, what's that? Ah! Ah!
Well, calm
What is
down.
that?
I'll kill it.
Immediately takes out his hammer.
Fucking takes out the fucking pillar right there.
Well, calm
Just-
down, man.
I'll kill it. I'll fucking kill it. I'm fucking crazy. I'll kill you. Oh, man.
Do we want to hope that it's a way out?
Maybe we should, sit down for a little bit and,
I say we take a
Mary
short
might be
rest.
tired.
Actually, I think I'm fine. She calls from the other side of the cabin.
Before you finish the sentence, he is sliding down a wall.
Yeah. Yeah, Rian's coming over and doing the same. Probably opposite him to rest up a little bit. But I'll tell you what, I know we did our job here, but I'm not leaving this place until I get something worth coming here for. Honestly, it's like, good deeds be damned, and our job be damned right now. That
Couldn't
was
have
some
said it
bullshit.
Better myself.
Can we get some kind of hazard pay?
Hey.
So as you're all starting this discussion, Artis, he kind of stops in the entryway of this room.
Mhm.
And then, completely not making eye contact with anyone, walks to one of the pillars in the center, puts his back to it, and just, slides down to a sitting position. And he, with Tavini's magic, he seems back up and ready to go as he sits again with his, elbows sort of on his knees, looking over each of you now that he's kind of on a level. I don't often have opportunities to have long talks with people. But what the fuck?
Hey, men. You say that. That's what I was going to say to you. What the fuck?
You are down here by yourself.
I
can't imagine a man with an internal feud with a lich talks to people much. No.
Like, how? How did you survive this long down here? We've been here like 20 minutes and I almost died twice.
I have the benefit of time on my side.
I'm old too. It doesn't mean I get any better.
I was gonna say, that's just cryptic as hell, but I find people like to talk in riddles around here, up in the north, so I guess it's par for the course.
How did you shrug off his spells?
Roll me an insight check on that one, Dreamer.
23.
Nice.
Yay!
Nice.
Alright, you see his mouth draw, like everyone does, into a very thin line at that question. But you, Dreamer, catch the very quick glance, as he's kind of resting his knees, or his elbows on his knees, that glance to the ring on his finger. I've been at this a long time. Anyway, you're going to need an escort down the mountain who has been familiar with the terrain, I imagine.
Aye,
That's
it would
as
be
far as I
helpful.
go.
aye, wouldn't hurt.
Perhaps we'll run into Perilou.
Yeah, what?
I can't blame her for just leaving. I want to leave.
No, she didn't seem the type.
Can I put the pieces together now?
Dreamer have a lot of knowledge on liches.
Nope.
Yeah.
You know what? Roll me a general intelligence check.
Oh
Good
man.
luck.
If only we were level 4,
General intelligence?
sir. 10.
Solid 10.
It's certainly weird. Something about that necrotic energy you saw streaming off comes to mind. Not quite able to get there.
It's just almost there. He just can't. He can't do it.
Well, in the meantime, Felgren just goes on. He's like, well, a near-death experience changes you.
That's just true.
He shrugs.
I hope she is not in trouble.
Well, with your back to the rest of the room, Dreamer, you are the first to hear footsteps beyond the massive mound of a corpse that is Skarde. As Perilou comes around the side of the body into the edges of the lantern light.
Beanie's
Hi,
going to hurry over just like right away and just look her over for injuries.
Or not?
As you're doing that,
There she is.
what exactly are you doing?
She remembers Perilou getting hit by frost, so she's just checking to see, like, is she showing signs of frost? Is she bleeding from anywhere? Any obvious, like, she's on the brink of fainting again and dying. She's trying to make sure that her friend is okay.
Yeah, Perilou, she
Dead
is
over
giving
her.
you a very, very uncertain smile. Skin very, very pale, but to be expected from somebody that got hit with a good deal of cold magic. If you would give me a medicine check. 15.
Hey, 15,
Okay.
not bad.
From sort of examining Perilou, not laying hands on her yet, you are, sort of watching her as she's talking. Hey, sorry, I got turned around back there. I went down one stair and went to what I thought was this direction, and it just turned out to be some crypts. Is everyone alright? Where's my amulet? And as she's talking, she's not pausing for breaths. It's just a constant stream. It is surprisingly astonishing for someone her size. You got those little lungs in you.
I think someone has your amulet. Are you okay?
Yeah, cold. We have a fire going or something. These torches are not great.
Tavini takes off her, like, the cloak part of her outfit and offers it to Perilou,
Perilou
revealing her chainmail underneath.
Perilou accepts it gratefully with a queasy smile and kind of shrugs it on. Thanks. But I really, a fire would be nice. I would guess we don't really have anything for starting one, though. And she
Not
kind
in
of
here.
glances at the huge corpse like, is there anything to burn on that? And then seems to think better of it. Yeah, he would stink.
Tavini makes a face at the thought of burning a corpse.
This is maybe not a place we want to stay too long.
No.
No, just rest up, look through it a little bit, and move along.
While everyone's getting a short rest, can I poke around?
Yeah, of course.
She was way too excited to say that.
Probably doesn't care. He's taking a short rest.
What's a short rest, an hour?
An hour, yes. And then after that hour, you can roll your hit die to recover.
Felgrin will join you, Dreamer. He's feeling a little sprightly.
Checking
Moment.
Skarde's body.
Yeah.
As you are both searching over Skarde's body, the majority of it, bits of very old steel and rotting leather. Maybe the former could be worth something if you had the means to haul it back. It would be quite a lot of work. But you do find that as you're sort of looking over the rent helmet, the bands on the horns are each made of gold.
Nice.
That as you pry them off, you have about 250 gold's worth. And then if both of you could give me an investigation check to see if there's anything else to find in here.
Investigation. I'm great at this. Alright.
Soon I'll be even
That's
better.
That's a
Nice.
5.
Alright. Felgrin kind of maybe poke around in some of the corpses some, and just... you're finding bone and congealed blood and old gray matter, but... Dreamer, it's you who recall that there were doors in each of the corners of this room. And in the far back right, the northeast, you find a closet that, on opening it, you find an unlocked cabinet with a moldering rug laid out before it. There is a silver decanter and several wooden wine goblets. One of the shelves is broken, and many of the goblets are scattered across the floor.
Oh dear.
Nice.
Grab that, the decanter and one of the goblets.
Alrighty.
I'll bring one of the goblet over to Felgrin.
What's that you've got there?
A goblet.
Ooh.
It's just holding it out to you.
He will reach. He'll kind of lock eyes with you and slowly reach out and attempt to pluck it from your hand.
It is a gift. It is yours.
Oh, that's very kind of you. I will gladly accept your gift.
You seem to like those.
I do, very much.
Wine, I meant.
Wine? Yes. Big fan of wine. Wish I had some now. A lot of it. He kind of looks exasperated.
Oh, when we get back to the Dwarven Valley, we are drinking so much. He's just got his head back, like, against the wall, eyes closed. Like, just still laying against the thing. We're like, oh, so much. Oh, I am not even going to remember any of this by the end. I'm going to kill so many brains.
All the ale.
And you found the, what was it that you found on the Lich?
The gold bands off the helmet.
Nice.
They're worth 250.
Cool.
Yep.
Fat loot.
I got some money. Regan's not gonna be broke no more. Regan's not gonna be broke no more.
Assuming
Well,
Dreamer
he
hands it
didn't.
over.
Yeah, he didn't. No, he didn't see you get that, so he can't swindle that from you.
About midway
Those are your
through
riches.
your short rest, Miri, no longer sniffling and growing bored as young creatures do, gets up and starts wandering the chamber. You can hear the scrape of her tail over the dusty stones and the click-clacking of her claws as she goes about the chamber, kind of looking everything over. Briefly, sticking her head into the tunnel to the north, where it seems that part of the stone wall has been broken down. You can see a natural rock tunnel with a sandy floor opening that direction. Seems to sniff the air a little.
Mary, don't go too far by yourself.
I
Just need a quick rest. I'll be right behind you.
I will watch over her.
Oh, thank you, Tavini, dearie. I appreciate that. Just need a moment. You got like his eyes. He's still like eyes closed. He's like barely kind of opening them up to see Miri off in the distance.
Clutches his ribs.
Yeah, it's just like
Miri,
oh god.
Twists her head about to look at Tavini. I smell water.
Water? Is it stale?
She shakes her head. No, I don't think so. Still sniffing the air. Starts to pad that direction.
Keeps up.
It's like
Not scared of anything, that
Krell
one.
like snoring, so.
Nice.
Your
Quick power
lantern
nap for
light
Krellick.
spreads across a larger chamber with a sandy floor that you can see now, likely made from water washing through here at some time, grinding down the stonework to leave debris in its place. There is a very shallow pool of frozen water here. You can actually see the stony bottom underneath. Miri, click clack, those claws over the ice.
Oh.
Sort of walks out into the middle and looks straight down into what looks to be a body encased in the ice, but one that is armored and completely frozen about 2 or 3 feet down.
Tavini just gets close and stops right at the edge of the ice, not having had some experience with ice, so she doesn't step out onto it.
I think it's frozen all the way through. And she kind of hops up and down on it.
Perhaps do not test it while you are on it.
Miri gives Tavini a skeptical look, like, really?
Who is that?
I don't know. And she puts her face pretty much to the ice, tilting her head so one of her eyes can peer down at him. But that armor looks expensive. Big old draconic grin across her jaws.
Tavini crouches down as well to get a better look at the armor itself. Does she recognize what kind it is through the ice and what it might be worth?
Roll me a perception check at disadvantage.
Oof.
It's pretty hard to make out. The ice isn't clear. It's got those faint streaks of white through it from cracking and from, shifting over time.
I do not know if we could retrieve it. It is very far down.
She kind of sits on her haunches, and you've seen Miri pout before.
Tavini just kind of gives her a confused little shrug.
I want his sword. And she starts scrabbling at the ice with her claws, and now you guys can hear faintly the sound of very frantic digging.
Reno stand up and be like, okay.
Do you think she found a bone? He just smirks.
Rhea just shakes his head and doesn't ignore it. Just walks up there. It's just like, but even he kind of grins. He's just like, what an asshole.
Alright, and
bones to be found.
Enter the same, partially frozen chamber. Actually frozen chamber, I should say. Where Miri is in the center of what appears to be an icy puddle about 2 feet deep, scrabbling her way down to a body frozen in the ice.
Like, what are you doing down there, honey? Is that a person down there?
I think it was a person.
He'll step out onto the ice too. And like look down. Ooh, that ice is thick. I want to. Hey, Grin.
Hmm?
He thinks for a second. He's like, I saw Grin try something. Let me see if I can do it. And I don't know if this is a thing, but I was going to see if I could do shape water to try to
Good luck.
undo some of the ice. It technically doesn't have that in it. Like, it says you can freeze. It doesn't say you can unfreeze, but...
Yeah, I think last time when I wanted to do something like that, Josie made me do an Arcana check.
Yeah, or roll. Yeah, it was like a spell casting roll or something like that, yeah.
That is actually where my brain was going on this. So yeah, if you could roll me a spell ability check using your spellcasting modifier.
Cool.
So in your case, it's charisma, right?
Yep.
Yep, so if you could just give me a charisma check and add your proficiency on there.
So, well, this is one I haven't tried before, but let me give it a try.
So are these kids making up enough noise to wake Kralik?
Plus 2, so fuck it, 7. I didn't look at the number after I said it. I was like, oh wait a minute, no, that's a plus 2.
Kralik, do you want to be woken up?
Not until my short rest is done.
Okay. And you are peacefully sleeping away. 5, you're not feeling that
7.
connection with this frozen ice like you would with water. And though you're able to make some of the lighter, tinier pieces that Miri has scraped free, you pretty much just create like a bit of a snow flurry there for a moment.
Well done.
And
she moves back in to continue digging.
And I think he would look at it too and be like, that armor looks expensive. It's just like her. Like, he's like, here, honey, let me try to help. He'll start working at it.
If
Ready?
we return tomorrow, I could heat the metal and it would melt the ice.
Well, we could go stay back in the hallway we stayed in the other night.
Sleeping in this place is such a good idea.
I don't think it is either. to be honest.
Well, the other option is leaving, heading down the saber-tooth and yeti-infested mountain to turn around and come back up the saber-tooth and yeti-infested mountain.
Well, there's a difference between in here and at the bottom of the mountain.
That's what I'm saying. Bottom of the mountain, still have to go up and down the saber-tooth and yeti-infested mountain.
No, I'm saying we wouldn't. We just go outside.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Well, the little one back there wanted a fire. If we could manage that, I think that would be good.
I'd give it a shot. Collect some more wood, but that's not a bad idea. Should we at least... Maybe we could look this place over once? Maybe it's not as dangerous anymore. We have killed the Lich. I don't know how undead work very well, but could it have possibly finished the rest of them off, where that's the only thing keeping them going?
I have no idea.
Is that a thing? Me either.
No, the zombies were still alive.
Yes,
Well,
that is true.
That's a
I'm
good
alive.
call. Huh. I say we head back up to the entryway. We rest up, and we raid the hell out of this place. Take it for everything it's worth.
Thorgrim just kind of smirks and nods.
I thought you'd like that.
Oh, I do. I like sleep a little more right now.
I'm right there with you.
Blinks slowly. And he'll head out of there.
Alrighty. Is there anything else you guys want to do in here?
Can I speak with Perilu as everyone's coming out of that little chamber?
Yeah, of course. You find her, she's just kind of sitting on the floor against part of the wall under one of the flickering green torches. She's got, Tavini's winter gear on, and she's kind of huddled up in that, but still very pale.
Is she shivering?
Doesn't appear to be.
Indeed.
Thinking about what Tavini said, and the energy running off, and she did not get Tavini's healing magic, so Perilu must be very injured right now. I'm going to reach down and attempt to cure wounds on Perilu.
Alrighty.
Interesting.
Yep, fucking crack the knuckles. Here we go.
It's an acceptable train of logic.
Yeah.
Let me,
Logic.exe.
Yeah, logic. Error. Error.
Does not compute. Terminate Parallel.
Nice.
Yeah, you're able to reach out and heal her just fine. You don't feel any improvement in her condition, but she kind of looks up at you like, I didn't really need that. You should save your resources.
Would we say this spell had no effect?
You would say the spell had no effect.
Save your resources. I saw you get hit by that thing. You must have gotten hurt. I got hit and almost died.
My magic didn't work on you.
I know, right? I'm fine. I'm just cold. Where's my amulet? Which one of you said they had it?
I think Krellick left it on the floor.
You died, and then stood right back up.
I didn't die. Stop saying that.
Fulgur's paying close attention to this conversation now.
Yeah, that's Rian's kind of moving over towards Dreamer. He's like standing there like,
Dreamer, is there a problem?
When we destroyed the crystal, I saw dark energy leave it, heading northeast, and then Paralu, who Tavini said was dead, stood back up and started talking to us.
Could have been wrong, or perhaps that was...
She kind of like looks over at the big rock thingy with the dagger mark in it.
soul? Her soul?
You're all freaking me out. I don't like this talk.
Felgren's looking at Artis at this point.
yeah, no shit.
Artis is following the conversation, looking very thoughtful. And he seems to be watching Paralu like a hawk. He gets up and walks over to her. Kind of takes a knee beside Paralu, who shrinks back from him a little. Hey, you're alright. Come here. And he kind of motions impatiently for her to lean forward some, like motioning for her to tip forward towards him. He puts a hand under her chin and kind of lifts her face to look into it and tilts her head to either side. And then you see him put his thumb on her upper lip there and kind of pull back a little. And Dreamer, Rian, you two are close enough to see very pronounced canines.
Oh, shit.
And she is just staring wide-eyed at Artis, who looks very grim. Is something wrong? Don't worry about it. And he drops his hand, and as he does, she's kind of feeling her own face and, putting her hands to her mouth and feeling her teeth. And you see her eyes are going wide. Oh my god. Oh my god, no.
What?
Well, what is it?
What is going on?
I don't think this is scarred, but I don't think the necrotic energy that was fleeing this place, all of it dissipated.
What does that mean?
If I have to spell it out for you...
You do?
I think we've a vampire.
I was gonna say, Rian wouldn't know what a vampire. The whole time I'm like, it's a vampire, but Rian doesn't know what a vampire
And he's
is.
kind of like giving each of you a look like, and then almost seems to realize that he's, or remember that he's, dealing with amateur adventurers.
He's the veteran here.
Let's say we're male people.
Yeah, exactly.
I
We're fucking
forgot
delivery
you're-
people.
Postal service. Sorry.
Aye.
Tavini's had training in religion. Would she be aware of what a vampire is?
I would say they are a common enough fear that I'm not even gonna have you roll a religion check for that one. It's just instant recognition.
Oh, okay. Like how we would know what a vampire is type thing, even though they don't exist or whatever.
Yeah.
But... Gotcha.
I think
like lore.
Felgren's going to approach Pearloo, who I imagine is stricken.
Yeah, she seems pretty stunned.
He's gonna kneel down, so kind of sigh. I am half devil. You know this. It doesn't matter what you are. It matters what you do. I'm just gonna give her a lingering look and kind of grip her shoulder.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Show me what you got.
Old red.
You see
Yeah.
it working in her trying to catch up with all of this. And she eventually just winds up shaking her head. This is too much for me. I need to get back. I'm a member of the clergy. I can go to a Yandala shrine. I can ask. There has to be some mistake.
He just kind of gives her a sad but understanding look. Just try to remember what I said.
Hi.
And then he'll step back.
She kind of huddles deeper into Tavini's coat and eyes to the floor, just kind of shuts down for the time being. And Artis, looking over everyone here, approaches Krellick and kind of tips his chin towards the far corner like, hey, follow me.
Krellick is still sleeping.
And he'll get tapped.
And then seems to realize his mistake and turns around.
Unless the short rest is up and this commotion would have woke me up.
I believe you would be awake by
Well,
now.
he's a sleepy old man.
Just sawing logs off into the
All right.
corner as a fucking existential crisis is happening. It's like, what?
He just rode a giant.
That's true. Yep, he just
Sorry
did
to wake you up.
3.7 seconds on a bull named Fu Manchu.
What's going on?
Did you catch the conversation going on over there?
If I were to say yes, would you believe me?
He just gives you a very neutral look.
No.
No, I didn't hear nothing.
Yeah. That girl. And he motions with two fingers towards Pearloo, who, absolutely just not paying attention to anything that's going on around her anymore.
What about her?
I don't know what to make of that. The undead I've been fighting here for a few weeks. Mindless, or outright evil. She seems in control of her faculties, but if I'm correct, she is undead.
What, do you want us to keep her with us, or do you want me to use the dagger? I mean, what do you want me to do?
I think it would be inappropriate to kill her outright. But I think we should travel together for a time at least, and get a better read on the situation.
Well, I suppose that's probably best. Find out if she's all there in the head.
And he nods. I'd rather it come from one of you than from me.
What, if it comes to her not being right in the head?
He gives a single nod.
Krellick's gonna pause a second and just kind of nod back. I guess it'll be for the greater good.
It's something I could deal with were I still alone. I am not keen on outright murder.
Wait, out of all this group, I'm the one that looks like the murderer?
You're the one with the dagger.
I'm telling you now because you have the dagger.
Alright,
And-
hey.
Of the band, if there is someone I think it might take umbrage to any behavior she starts to exhibit, it might be you. And I'd rather we try to help this girl.
Alright, you're right. We'll do what we can for her. And if she reaches the end of the road, she reaches the end of the road. I'll handle it.
Be gentle. Last resort.
Oh, aye, last resort.
He's looking at you quizzically. Are you stating this as, yeah, a last resort, or a very sarcastic, like, yeah, last resort?
No, I mean it. Last resort. We'll try to help her.
Okay.
Such a weirdo.
But he's our weirdo. Wink.
Was there anything else you wanted to do in here while we're together? Before we start traveling down the mountain?
Well, there is that very expensive bit of armor in the pond back there.
There's armor?
And you hear Miri, who has been curled up at Perilou's side. She kind of lifts her head briefly. Very expensive.
Mm-hmm. She would know.
Very expensive.
And he...
I'm an expert.
Yes, expert.
And somehow me too.
Wait.
How deep is it?
I would say if we don't have it yet, that must mean you can't get it.
Well, not right
Do what you
now.
love.
Well, you want to try to get it out?
Well-
Preferably. I think. Yes?
I have...
He kind of looks
Did
around.
you guys try a plan A? I mean, what'd you do?
Yeah, we tried plan A, but we might need a plan B. Dreamer, what you
I
got?
have one last bit of magic if we really need it.
And this armor is where?
Dreamer will kind of grab him and...
Okay,
Here.
let's go.
Back into the tunnel we go.
Krellick, Rian, and Miri working together on this. You can probably dig this corpse out in 2 hours.
Oh.
Fuck yeah.
It's a long time.
It is a long time, but
But
could
greed.
be worth it. But greed, exactly. I honestly, like, normally, Rian would have, like, he's normally just kind of like, no, it's fine, we'll just move on type thing, but, like, he's mad at this place. Like, this place was bullshit, and he wants to get paid, because...
Well, in that case, while
Bullshit.
they're excavating, he'll sit next to Perilou.
There's still more of this place we haven't
So-
explored.
Aye, we'll get to that after we
The
get this armor
body's human?
It's impossible to tell
Alright.
under the ice, especially now that Miri's been at it, where, like, her claws have just
Scratched it all
scratched
up.
up the surface.
Alright, boys, let's get to work.
Aye.
And
Alright.
last,
Thank you. Looking very prim.
I don't suppose lightning lure would do anything.
Not
Yeah,
Not necessarily. I mean, did you see all those TikTok videos of people trying to light snowballs on fire?
no.
No, but it doesn't surprise me.
You wouldn't quite get that effect.
Is that whole conspiracy theory that the entire southern thing was like fake snow or
Yeah,
some shit like
yeah,
that?
it is.
Fucking dickheads.
Krellix is gonna start hammering the ice.
Alrighty. So as you are working on digging up that armor, Felgrin, you've taken a seat beside Perilou.
Yeah, she's keeping her company.
She's not saying anything for the extent of you sitting beside her, but every once in a while she does kind of give you a glance out of the corner of her eye.
You're gonna be her
He'll
Capri
look.
Sun.
He'll look back. Something on your mind?
Artis, meanwhile, has moved back out towards the center of the chamber, skirting around Skarde's corpse, and you can hear him distantly sort of pacing back and forth up there. Alrighty. And Tavini searches for Perilou's amulet. You find it where Krellick had discarded it, after it was pierced by the dagger. And with a bit of mending, are able to make it whole again. What do you do with it once you've repaired it?
She gives a wide berth to the very large dead body, and then she will sit on the other side of Perilou and hold it in her hand where Perilou can take it if she wants it. Just a quiet companion on the other side with Felgrin and Perilou.
When you offer it, Perilou reaches for it, and she kind of lets her fingertips brush on the very reassuring symbol of her goddess, this very asymmetric shield with a cornucopia painted on it. And where her fingers brush, her hand recoils, and you can see the ends of her fingertips are singed. Ow! She kind of pops them in her mouth.
So that's why I was smoking.
Thanks. If you could hold on to it.
Tavini nods and she will pull out her journal and place it very carefully inside of her journal.
Thank you for that.
Yes, we will find out what is happening. It will be okay.
Thank you for that. I am. Yandala, I grew up in her faith. She was kind of, it started with my mom, and it's always been a part of my life. I don't understand this.
It does not make sense. I'm sorry I could not protect you, or really anyone.
No, you don't blame yourself on this. I came down here with you to help you. That's kind of the life of an adventurer. And she finally manages a smile, but when she does, those fangs are revealed and she almost seems aware of it and very hastily drops that smile.
Tavini, just for a moment, looks down at the fangs, but then she just gives her this soft, warm Tavini smile. Genuine sort of hope.
At seeing your glance down to her fangs, she looks the other direction and, happens to catch eyes with Felgren again. Thanks for what you said earlier.
It is the truth. There isn't a place I can go, well, not often, where I'm not gawked at for being what I am, but I know what I am, and you know what you are.
Right. Yeah. Thanks. I'm gonna find a spot to be alone for a bit.
He'll nod.
She gets up and starts wandering to the end of the chamber where the zombies had first appeared. Dreamer, what are you doing down there as the others are working their way through the ice?
For probably about the first half of them working at the ice, he's just sitting there watching, just blank. And then he'll walk down, wander around, come to this door down here where a couple of zombies first appeared. Is it open still?
It's open. Seems that they've battered it open and is hanging on the hinges very precariously.
That's some wood.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll scoop some of that up.
Alright.
Then
Smart.
then wander up the stairs.
Alright. You find yourself on a balcony very similar to the one that you guys had entered this chamber on. There doesn't seem to be any other doors. It is just a balcony that stretches off to your right and overlooks the gallery below.
He'll still walk over to the edge, peek down, then
Alright.
and just make his way back down.
Where do you go?
Like straight across from where it exits.
Straight across?
God damn it.
Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Nice.
Yeah, 6.
Yep.
That's the
All
second
right.
time you fell in a hole.
So, as
Damn.
Tavini, Felgren, and Perilu are having this very heartfelt talk, and Perilu gets up and starts wandering to the southern half of the chamber,
Dreamer falls on her.
she passes under the balcony and is only just sort of gone around the column there when there is this crumbling sound, and you see Dreamer on the balcony above plunge 20 feet and smash onto the ground prone.
Dreamer, are you okay?
Ow.
And Perilu comes rushing back around the corner to hover over Dreamer, looking worried. Oh, Yandal, are you, you're alright, yeah?
He's laying face down. He's still got the bundle of wood. It's probably splinters.
Kindling now.
He'll just nod his head with his face in the ground.
Clink, clink, clink.
She reaches down and tries to help you up, and when she does, she is very, very small, but she is able to heft you up to your feet very easily.
Vampire strength.
And seems even surprised at her own strength in doing that. Here, she kind of just starts dusting off your knees.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I am sorry.
Oh, no, you first.
I was not very sensitive to your feelings. I was paranoid that perhaps, maybe, the Lich had possessed your body.
That helped. Nailed it.
I'm not very good at this.
No.
She kind of reaches out and pats your arm. And you think it would be awkward, but it's not. There's a look of very genuine concern in her expression. Hey, Yandala teaches us to be friends to everyone and to look out for one another. You were just looking out for your friends.
No hard feelings? I'll hold out my hand to her.
None.
Does it have a berry in it?
Yes, it does.
That's
Oh my god.
That's all he does. He just gives people food. It's his love language.
She reaches out and shakes your hand.
Gather up the splinters.
You're a good person. And thank you for that.
He'll just blink a few times and look at her.
That's right, bud. She called you a person.
You're a real boy.
He's not going to say a word to that, is he?
Thank you.
Oh, there it is.
Ah, there it is.
Nice.
She gives you, again, that smile with just the glint of fang that she immediately, kind of hides. I'm gonna go explore a little. I don't feel that, I want to be around people right now.
Okay. Take your time.
And she's gonna take off for a bit in these unhallowed halls.
Gather my splinters.
Oh, and also going through my inventory, I realized I have a shovel. I'm not sure if that's going to help a ton, but
I mean,
did
yes,
you?
But it is ice.
Now, did you start off digging with the shovel, or do you guys get a good way into the ice before you realize, oh, wait.
Yeah, that's probably how it is. He's like just kicking at it, like stomping and like hitting it with his sword. And he's like, oh shit, I had a shovel the entire time.
Krellik's just gonna kind of stare at Rian. Really?
Be like, oh, stop it. You have the big hammer thing. That's just as good.
Miri looks up at Krellik, sees him staring at Rian, takes that as a sign that she should be staring too, and also stares at Rian.
Oh, don't you start.
Start what?
Krellik's gonna look at Miri. He had a shovel the whole time. We could have had the armor by now.
That's not true. Don't act like, oh, because I had a shovel, I was going to be the linchpin in all this.
It could have been a load-bearing shovel.
No. Okay. You got me there. That's pretty good. And he just goes back to shoveling. Like,
All right.
Krellik just chuckles and keeps going.
I just start muttering under my breath. Like, outwitted by this goddamn dwarf.
Language.
Sorry, sweetie. Wait, what?
So you still got to teach her earmuffs.
Earmuffs.
Very briefly, she does earmuffs, and she's just digging with her hind claws, but that is very awkward to balance. So she drops them and starts scrabbling again. And it's about 2 hours before you guys are able to work out of the ice a set of frozen, in some places rusted, but far less than you would think, steel armor. Very ornately decorated with gold filigree, but very plainly just like regular steel plate. There is a shield at this person's side that, as you're turning it this way and that, has, again, more gold filigree on just solid steel in what appears to be the shape of a dragon on the wing.
Yeah. Like Rian, like big-eyed, just kind of looks at it like, Miri, look at this. And, like, shows her the cool shield with the dragon insignia on it and stuff.
And she is staring at it enraptured. And then immediately goes back down into the hole and starts with her talons digging up now chunks of ice. And she finally exposes the head, and the helmet is open face with no horns, what appears to be a crest on either side. And the edges of it are worked with gold filigree. And you see the delight in her face as she sort of peels the helm back off this person. And completely now ignoring everyone else in the room, sets the helmet down on the ice, lays down, and just puts her nose inches from it and just stares at it like...
It is pretty cool, isn't it?
This is mine.
You know what? If it's up to me, it's yours, my dear. And,
She's gonna be wearing a helmet now.
No, I don't think it fits on her, but it is part of, Bronze Dragons. They're obsessed with military items and stuff like that, and in history.
Oh, I'm well aware.
Yeah.
And
so.
she's looking from the helmet now to you, and looking to the helmet. And you can see almost the gears churning in that little mind of hers. I'll trade you my gold for this helmet.
Well, I think he'll pick it up real fast and do like a quick assessment of what it's worth.
The helmet itself, you're not able to gauge the age of it. You do see it's very finely worked steel, as is the rest of the armor in here, not magical. The gold on it could probably be pried off, melted back down, probably 20 gold worth. Looking at it, you get this sense of antiquity. This is a very old-fashioned suit of armor buried here.
I'll be like, well, I think you kind of look it over and eye it up and be like, well, I don't think you have to give me all your gold for it. I'd say, how about, just to keep the group satisfied for you taking that out of the cut, how about, I'd say it's only worth about 10. How about that?
You're trying to short a dragon?
Krellik's gonna kind of lean forward. Well, to be honest, we did do all the work. I say the least we can do is let the little one have the helm.
Aye. Here, let me stick it in the bag for you. It's yours, my dear. I wasn't trying to short her. I thought you said it was worth like 20. I was giving her only for 10.
She's giving you a skeptical look, like,
You need to value yourself more.
Aye, it's true.
Krellik with a sage advice.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell is happening right here, right now? He's like, okay, honey, it's yours. And he's going to take that shield and kind of put it on his arm and flex it a little bit and give a feel for it. And don't suppose it's magical in any way.
not magical.
So looking down at this corpse, just gold armor, essentially. We're just gonna strip it and carry it back.
Yeah, you could spend some time doing that. I would say if you're looking to do it by hand, like just hacking away at this armor and taking all the gold bits, you're looking at another 2 hours worth of work.
I think we can just take the armor with us if we can. Just,
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
If we divvy it up, we can carry it, no problem.
All right. So you finish stripping this corpse of its armor and its shield.
Sorry, friend. You don't need it no more.
Yeah.
Deepest in the ice, at the bottom of the pond, this frozen space here,
Mm-hmm.
you work free what appears to be a short sword that, on hefting it in your hand, you feel straight away that this is different from the armor. The armor had signs of age. It wasn't rusted,
Mhm.
but it had that patina of long years spent buried. This is immaculately clean. The hilt is a pair of dragons facing one another, noses touching, their tails entwining for the grip and knotting together for the pommel.
That is awesome.
That sword
And
was
you
made
say
for
it's a-
Dreamer.
Yeah, you son of a bitch. Yeah, Kralik. That's awesome. Kralik just helped Rian with his new shinies. This script is bullshit. So, can I don't know, 1 second, guess. Oh, so since it is in my hand, I'm gonna take like the 10 minutes or whatever it is to do the ritual identify, just to see if it's like, if I can identify, like if it feels so different, and the fact that it makes him think that maybe there's some magic to it or something like that, and he just wants to, he wants to take that little bit of time to identify it and see if he can figure out what it is.
So, as you are spending the time to meditate on this weapon, Miri is pacing back and forth, looking at it very curiously, kind of reaching out, touching her nose to it, giving it a good sniff. And gradually, as she's continuing to sort of pace around you, you find yourself wielding a Dragon Slayer short sword.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, man, I don't know how he'd actually feel about that.
You're offended by this sword.
Yeah, that's what I'd say.
Just don't use it on your own child. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, that's what it comes down to.
Till Rian gets hit by
I think-
confusion.
Nice.
Hey, if Cal ever comes back to life, it'll come in handy.
There you go. So he'll kind of, as soon as he realizes what it is and her like putting her nose up to it, he kind of pulls the sword away from her. Realizing what it is, he's like, Miri, he's like, the sword is very dangerous to you. Like, this is dangerous to your kind. And he like immediately like I think he takes his own sword out, like the silver short sword, and sheathes this one away, and like kind of puts the short sword just in his bag type thing. Like he wants to keep it sheathed and like protect it away from her just in case.
As he warns her about it, there's this exhalation. She kind of snorts and gives a shake of her head because she was like fixated on that blade. Huh? What? Oh, right, dangerous.
Oh my god.
Like, I need you to focus, sweetie. I was like, I know it is a beautiful sword, and it is amazing, but this sword hurts dragons, so I need you to be careful around it, okay?
I understand.
Okay, good. He's like, now I'm gonna go play with it. He walks in the other room and now she pulls both, like, for the first time he's gonna, first legit time, he's gonna pull both swords. The silver sword, the dragon sword, and kind of spin him in his hands. He's like, oh, this feels good. Don't ever do this, Mary. Don't play with swords.
But it does feel really good to play with.
It feels really cool. It's possibly the coolest thing I've ever done. Don't do drugs. Unless they're cool drugs.
Oh my god.
She makes a very wide berth around you and appears to be just nodding and agreeing. I understand. Right, only the cool ones.
A terrible lesson.
Hey, I'm a new parent. I'm bound to make mistakes.
Distantly, there are no cool ones.
So, is this a place where you guys want to take a long rest? Do you want to go back out to the entrance and sleep in the snow? You want to keep adventuring for the day?
If we can make a fire in here, I don't see why we couldn't.
Smelly.
I mean, yes,
Alright.
it is smelly.
You know, I will say, you spend about an hour exploring this place, and it just seems that there are body parts scattered everywhere. Nothing intact, nothing shuffling around anymore trying to kill you. You do eventually, in some southeastern chambers, stumble across Perilu, who's already in the process of seemingly breaking apart a table. She has one boot, sort of has turned it over on its face so that, the flat side is down, and is ripping up a table leg when you enter the room.
Nice.
Oh, hey, I came across some furniture down here and thought, since we were talking about a fire earlier.
Hey, it's wise. It's smart.
Did you come looking for me? I kind of just wanted to be alone.
Understood. But we were gonna make camp. Try to get comfy for the night and want to make sure you're alright also.
Oh. And as she says, oh, she rips off one of the table legs and kind of tosses it to you and starts working on the other, and it just creaks and then snaps.
He'll put his arms out for her to just fill them up with wood. Be like, that's good. Perfect. Like, this will burn well.
Yeah, it feels weird. This wood's really rotted, so I'm really easy to break because of that. Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Yep, that's why. No other reason.
Yes, that is definitely why.
Yeah.
And gradually, you guys are able to make your way back with armloads of decimated furniture pieces and build a nice fire here in the stinking chamber away from the corpse of Skarde. Yeah, you settle in for a long rest here in these dark, dank chambers. And I think that is a good place to end it for the session.
Sounds good.
You can go ahead and crawl on up to level 4.
Yeah!
Level 4!
This level's brought to you by Arby's.
Nice.
Fuck off.
Big beef and cheddar.